ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Owensville High School Gymnasium for the Four Rivers Conference matchup against the New Haven Shamrocks. Currently, we are in the JV game. Dutchgirls are already a few minutes here into this first quarter. They trail 7-5, and then we will have all the varsity game action. I'm joined tonight by Mr. Brad Smith. Brad, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
Shea Abernathy with the bucket there. We are also joined by Mr. Caden Eli. He is working the camera that you are seeing right now. So thank you, Mr. Caden. New Haven fires up a three and is going to be short off the mark. And the Dutchgirls, come away with the ball. To the 5 people who are already in here, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Feel free to jump into the comments. We love to hear from the audience, answer any questions, or if there's something that doesn't sound right, we'd like to know that too. If it doesn't sound or look right, that's good things for us to know.
Abernathy in.
Abernathy gets the last 2 buckets for the Dutchgirls, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout here. Go ahead and see if our replays are working since it's our first one of the night, and it looks like it is. Brad, you take over for a second. I am going to check and see if our audios are working.
Sounds good. Shea Abernathy already had the previous bucket to that last one you see on your screen. And then she also had earlier in the game another bucket. Then the other 3 points was donated by Campbell Schulte with a wing 3, and that gives you the Dutchgirls 9 points for the first quarter.
All right, Brad, I just pulled up the broadcast. You sound wonderful.
Thank you.
Mr. Rasmussen's great to hear from you. He says, go Dutchgirls. We agree. Thanks for tuning in, Scott. Always enjoy getting to see you whenever I get to see you. All right, as we said earlier, this is the JV Dutchgirls. I'm going to go ahead and put on screen something that says JV so people can know when they jump in here, they don't just have to take a guess of what game we're in. The JV team will play only 2 quarters tonight because of numbers. Both New Haven and Owensville have smaller numbers, I guess. I think New Haven actually has more girls than what Owensville has based on what I saw. What do you think, Brad?
They do. They have almost an entire second squad.
Yeah, they've got a lot of girls playing basketball in New Haven. That's great to see.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll make this much smaller. And we will. Brad, I came in, I think it's like, what, 40 degrees out there maybe? Does that sound right?
No, my truck said
a little warmer.
My truck said 55.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Campbell Schulte comes up with a steal for the Dutchgirls. The start, or right out of the timeout, that was a good defensive play by Campbell Schulte. Finding Meredith Reed down low, just off. New Haven brought it up quickly. Loose ball, and it's going to be a jump ball.
See a lot of jump balls in girls basketball in general, but even more so in JV games.
Yes. Well, I think we hit on this last week with, or not last week, the last JV game that we did. JV is kind of, you know, you're working out the kinks. You're not top tier, but yet you're still playing good, really good basketball, but you're still working out the sore spots of your game, and then that's okay.
This JV squad has a lot of freshmen and sophomores on it, which is typically what the JV squads are made up of. Right now, Shea Abernathy, a sophomore, bringing the ball up the floor. Dishes it over to Campbell, who gets a 3 off, and bang! Campbell, a great shooter. We got to watch her some in middle school last year. Coach Dave and I, and not last year, I mean 2 years ago. Last year she suffered a knee injury, so she didn't get to play much of the season. But she did a great job at middle school level, and you could tell she was very comfortable shooting the rock.
She's got 6 points tonight, so.
Yeah, Campbell and Shea have done a great job so far in the scoring department in this game.
Absolutely.
And they count for all of the Dutch girls' points, both with 6.
Yep.
As the Shamrocks are not able to get the first free throw to fall. They go for the second one. You see the band starting to fill up the opposite side of the gym. They missed the second free throw. Dutch girls come down with the rebound. That was Miss Kinley Tronson, I think.
Abernathy gets the pass poked away. Haven comes up on a fast break. Uh-oh.
3 balls just a little short for New Haven, but they come down with the offensive rebound. We're going to get a jump ball here as Meredith Reed was working to pull away for the Dutch girls. This jump ball is going to stay with the Shamrocks, the Lady Shamrocks. Brad, how do you feel about a clover as a mascot? It's classic. They've had it for a long time.
I mean, it's classic. They've had it
Reminds
for
you
a
of the
long
Celtics,
time.
huh?
Yeah, it does.
You're a Celtics fan.
I am a big Celtics fan. Jason Tatum on his. Oh. Abernathy tried getting up a 3 right before the end of the quarter and accidentally slapped her defender. But it's okay. No harm, no foul. But no, I'm a big Celtics fan, and the Shamrock, you know, if the 7 viewers tuned in last week for homecoming, we talked about Herman being our
biggest rival.
Our biggest rival. When I was growing up, it wasn't Herman, it was New Haven. New Haven, because the boys' basketball teams, when I was growing up playing basketball, New Haven had the top-tier teams.
Interesting. You see the band starting to assemble over on the opposite balcony of us. Very excited to hear the band at all the home games. This is a doubleheader here for the Four Rivers Conference. The girls play tonight here at home against New Haven, and the boys will be home tomorrow night versus New Haven. So you'll get to see the boys tomorrow night. We will not be live broadcasting tomorrow night, so tonight is our only night this week. We had a very busy week last week, though. Holy smokes, it was like wrestling and 3 basketball games. We had 4 broadcasts in 1 week last week, and it was a ton of fun. Homecoming week was an absolute blast. While we have a little bit of time here, I'll go ahead and talk about our varsity Dutch girls. They have played New Haven twice this year. Both games, they scored 28 points.
Yep.
They did get defeated the first time 28-35 and the second time 28-42. So I would say competitive games. Our Dutch girls are in a bit of a rebuilding year this year and hoping to see them come away with a victory tonight. I believe this is the actual conference game. The other 2 were tournament games.
They were tournament games.
So we'll talk a little bit about New Haven so far this year as well, but we'll stick with the JV game for right now. As mentioned earlier, this JV game will only be a half. Oh, as New Haven's able to drain a 3. That was number 10, Miss Emmy Bates. Abernathy works it over to Campbell. That's been the dynamic duo so far in this JV game. Campbell drives in and then finds Meredith Reed out on the wing, who kicks it over to Tronson. Fires a 3 off the mark. That was not Kinley Tronson. That was Jamie Montez, number 14. Shamrocks work it up the floor. They get it down low to number 44, Lily Barker, who goes to the bank and makes a deposit for 2 points.
I like it.
Thank you. I think they call that alliteration.
I thought it was just a pun.
We can call it that too. We'll go ahead and take a look at the last highlight. Again, I'd like to give a lot of shout out to the people that help out with these broadcasts. Very thankful to have Mr. Brad Smith. He's done a lot of these basketball games, boys and girls, both this year. And then The always wonderful El Presidente, Caden Eli, is running the camera that you see right now. And here is the most recent highlight. I call Caden the president because he is the class president. He's going to be the guy giving the speech this year at the graduation.
There you go. Heck yeah.
Very thankful to have his help. He said today in class, Mr. T, if you need help, all you had to do was ask. That's the kind of help that we're looking for, you know.
It's the can-do attitude right there that built the heart of America.
Right. You also might recognize Caden. He is in Phantom Files, our short series this year. Very excited about that. They're 3 episodes deep, and episode 4 will come out in the February newscast released on Friday, March 6th. So if you're interested in the short series, Caden Eli is one of the main characters in that short series.
Abernathy drive baseline, found Reed, but her shot got blocked.
Also, for anybody tuning in, we do have a wired connection now, and oddly enough, I'm glad I looked because it was not plugged in. My broadcasting class did not get that plugged in. So we're going to try to switch that wired connection. If you've been having any fallout recently, we're hoping that goes away here in just a moment as I'm going to switch to a wired connection.
Dutch girl basketball. Abernathy finds Schulte again, this time for a 2. Campbell Schulte on a tear right now offensively.
You know, her mom, Teresa Schulte, was a very good Dutch girl basketball player back in the day.
There you go.
I believe
Meredith Reed comes up with a steal for the Dutch girls.
I want to say Teresa Schulte went on to play collegiate basketball even.
Abernathy controlling the offense. Oh. Tip ball stays with the Dutch girls.
Gym slowly starts to fill up here a little bit.
A lot of green in the stands tonight. Folks
Yeah.
from New Haven making the trip.
Always love to welcome our Four Rivers Conference schools into our gym. We like to visit our Four Rivers Conference schools as well, as a foul is going to be called here by the one to only Wally from Herman. You remember we talked about that the other night?
I do.
That's 100% Wally.
100%?
100%.
Okay.
I have zero doubts in my mind about it now. I know for certain that is Wally.
Seeing him up close.
I can see him in my eyes right
Campbell
now.
Schulte again. Ooh, just short.
I say Campbell just keep firing those things up because
absolutely.
she's been having the hot hand tonight. 11 points in this first half with 3:44 left to go. That's a lot of scoring.
Absolutely.
Full JV game, she'd be looking somewhere around 25, 26, maybe 30 points at the pace she's on right now.
Meredith Reed poking it away.
Dutch girls are going to foul number 44, Lily Barker.
Abernathy getting called for a foul.
Might not be a bad foul. Lily Barker has had some success down around the rim.
Absolutely.
They get the ball down there to her in the paint, and she's got a good chance of finding the bottom of the net. So I guess the strat is don't let her get the ball down to the paint.
New Haven launches a corner 3, no good. But Abernathy with the poke. Meredith Reed. Good.
He's able to use the bank to go get the bucket.
Clip that.
And that is the first bucket. No, it's not. I was going to say by a non-Schulte Abernathy, but there's got to be another bucket somewhere in there per the scoreboard. So good job, Meredith.
No. 11 plus 6 is 17. 17 plus 2 is 19. So Meredith Reed.
I stand correctly.
Corrected.
Sorry, I was reading Tim Erkey's comment. I botched the words. You know, I was a middle school math teacher. believe it or not. Tim Erkey says it was lagging before the switch, no lag since the switch. So I'm glad I thought to check that. My broadcasting class is the one who usually sets the broadcast up at the end of the day, but the Ethernet cable is a new piece, so I need to make that a point of emphasis in class when we go to set up. So this is the bucket by Meredith Reed. Stops, finds her spot on the floor, goes up, uses that bank, gets the bucket. Great to see another Dutch girl getting involved in the scoring action here. We've highlighted it. Abernathy and Schulte have had a great start, and hopefully they can carry that into the varsity game. Absolutely. Because they get valuable varsity minutes as well.
They do see some time there.
You know, I'd be interested to know, you know, if in a coach's mind, if they see somebody come out in a JV game with a really hot hand, if that, you know, plays a factor into going into the varsity game.
It does. For sure it does. Has to.
Mr. Erkey says you need a checklist. I agree, Mr. Erkey. We have a checklist that we've been using, but I have not, since we got the Ethernet cable last week, I have not added that to that list that students go to set up. So that is something I need to add. I'm really excited because after this season, I have some ideas on things I'm going to change up here. As Schulte gets another 3, and that will be a checklist is definitely something that will be utilized next year when we get into broadcasting.
Abernathy, and one.
And one. It's definitely evolved over time. I would say, Brad, you've probably even noticed some changes just as the season's gone on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, this isn't our first rodeo.
That's true.
And
we're about, what, 5, 6, 7 basketball games deep?
Oh, you just had to say 6, 7.
But I did hit the 5 first. I know. I'm a teacher, dude. I'm not about to make that mistake.
No, it's we had a bunch of a lot of changes throughout the course of the season, but they were good changes.
Yeah. Hopefully just making things more smooth. I've got some ideas on some things I'm going to get up here to make it even more smooth next year.
New Haven tried to answer with a 3, no good.
We start getting to the point where we've got a few items that we have to bring back and forth between the class and in here, but for the most part, it's getting to be a lot easier. And I'm very thankful for that.
Oh, absolutely. Abernathy finding Reed, couldn't handle the inbound.
Oh!
Kinley Tronson.
Kinley Tronson.
Hits a wing 3. That's the hot spot. That's where Campbell Schulte hit 2 threes. I mean, you might as well see if that magic rubs off.
The jet stream there must be flowing right into the basket.
Must be. That's the hot spot on the court right there. Jamie Montez forcing the jump ball.
Seen a real competitive effort out of these Dutch girls tonight in the JV game, as they've more than doubled up the New Haven score. As we mentioned earlier, the varsity Dutch girls have met with this New Haven squad twice during the season so far in tournaments, but tonight's matchup will be the conference game officially. As soon as this game is over, before we take a break, we will talk a little bit about what the conference looks like. It's a pretty open year as far as the girls and the boys side goes in the Four Rivers Conference in basketball. We'll talk about who's leading, who's got a chance to win it, and these next couple weeks are going to be very important as most teams play their conference games right at the end of the season.
Yeah.
A little bit of Coach Dave here, especially during this JV game. Coach Dave working the PA announcing tonight, doing a wonderful job as always. Abernathy gets the first to fall. And a little long on the second one.
Meredith Reed, though, coming up with an offensive board. Schulte, a little long. Abernathy gets the offensive board. Reed puts it up, no good.
Schulte comes away with a steal there.
Yeah, the pass got
Call
poked
to
in it.
steal.
Ooh, Abernathy with a nice fake. And it's good.
Abernathy.
3 ball from Shea is going to put her at 11, Schulte at 13.
Abernathy with the steal. Lost control of the ball there after the steal. Could have had a layup, but I believe the Dutch girls are going to run the clock.
With this one being out of reach, you got to imagine they're just going to let the time go here, although
Abernathy almost let that one slip away, but Dutch girls are going to close it out with a 28-12 victory. Great performance by Shea, Abernathy, and Campbell Schulte tonight.
Well, we are going to kind of stand idly here for a second because our girls' varsity squad will make their entrance here in just a moment. And we've got to queue up their hype video. So once we see them make their way to the double doors, we will do that. I guess I got a moment here as I'm not seeing them just yet. We'll go ahead and go over some of the conference stuff here. I opened a bunch of tabs here. Dutch girls come into this game 3-17 on the season with victories against Chamois, Salem, and Gateway Legacy. They do not have a conference win yet. Oh, here they come. I'm going to go ahead and play their video. All right, ladies and gents, we are 14 minutes away from the start of this varsity game. We will go ahead and go over just a few things here before we get into it. As I mentioned, the Dutch girls got 3 wins on the season, no conference wins yet, but they have played Herman and St. James and lost in the conference. They still have New Haven tonight, Pacific, Union, and Sullivan to round out their conference play. They did play St. Clair earlier in the season, so they are 0-3 coming into this one with losses to St. Clair, Herman, and St. James. New Haven, on the flip side, they come into this game with a record of 5-15. So 2 of their wins have come against these Dutch girls in tournament games. And they also in the conference have lost to St. Clair. And that is all they've played in the conference, I believe. No, that can't be right.
Union.
Played Union. How did they do against Union? 30-38.
38.
Pretty close game. Pacific 37-39, so close against Pacific. So I guess what that tells me is if they're playing Union Pacific close, there's a lot of the conference schools are close this year, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
We'll take that and we will go to St. Clair, because we know St. Clair has at least got 2 wins in the conference as they beat the Dutch girls. And St. Clair comes into the season right now with a 10-6 record, a win against Owensville, a loss against Herman, 54-46, a loss against Sullivan, win against New Haven. So their only 2 conference wins are New Haven and Owensville. Looks like Herman's got some conference wins against Owensville, St. Clair, New Haven, and Sullivan, and Pacific. So it looks like
Herman girls are
they're the class of the conference right now in girls basketball. As they're
top.
4-0, and they only have Union, St. James, and New Haven left to go. If they've already beat Owensville and they've already beat Sullivan, then you have to imagine their odds against New Haven are pretty good. New Haven played Union pretty tight. New Haven, so I would say that Herman is the team to beat in the district for sure, or the conference.
Conference for sure, definitely.
Union already has a loss to Sullivan, so Herman is the class of the conference. We got to see them last week here at homecoming as they defeated the Dutch girls. We've got an 11.5-minute break here. Before we take the break, Brad, would you have anything you'd like to add?
No, you said it all there. You described the Four Rivers Conference for the girls' side to a T.
We'll do a little research on the boys' squad, talk about them when we come back so you can get an idea of what the conference looks like on the boys' side, and we will see you shortly. All right, so we are back. I did a little bit of research on the boys' conference. It looks like Union is undefeated in the boys' conference, and familiar face, especially talking about these Dutch girls. Familiar face coaching over there, as it is Coach John Van Leer. So Coach John Van Leer is coaching the boys over there, and he's got them with a win against Pacific, a win against St. James, a win against New Haven, and a win against Herman. So they're 4-0 right now in the conference. No, not Herman. They have not played Herman yet. Sullivan. They still got to play Herman. They got to play St. Clair, and they got to play us. We did play Union early in the season, and it was a 41-38 game. We're going to take you over to Coach Dave.
Tonight's Four Rivers Conference matchup between the New Haven Shamrocks and your Owensville Dutch Girls. Owensville High School is a proud member of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. As a reminder, while tonight's game is competitive, it also serves as an educational experience for all student athletes and those in attendance. We ask everyone to join us in promoting a positive environment by demonstrating respect and good sportsmanship throughout the contest. Please refrain from negative cheers, chants, and any unsportsmanlike behavior. At this time, please rise as our Owensville High School band performs the national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors, the Shamrocks. A 5'10" sophomore, number 1, Lydia Payne. A 5'2" freshman, number 2, Maisie Hook. A 5'6" sophomore, number 10, Emmy Bates. A 5'8" sophomore, number 22, Olivia Guiney. A 5'3" senior, number 23, Megan Horskamp. The head coach for the Shamrocks is Austin Pyrick. Assistant coaches are Doug Pyrick and Tim Shear. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Owensville Dutchgirls. Starting at guard from Owensville, a senior, number 2, Kylie Reed. Starting at guard from Bland, a junior, number 11, Cameron Ryerson. Starting at forward from Owensville, a sophomore, number 22, Piper Kelling. Starting at guard all the way from Gerald, a sophomore, number 31, Abby Colacio. And at forward from Owensville, a junior, number 35, Lainey Moss. The head coach for the Dutchgirls is Matt Crimp. Assistant coaches are Hannah Koppelman and Kayla Hubner. Your officials for tonight's contest are Waylon McKigg, Jason Tucker, and Chris Heitman.
Thank you, Coach Dave, as New Haven wins the tip.
All right, we are ready to start things off here as the Dutchgirls came out with a great win in the JV game and look to do the same thing here in the varsity game. New Haven gets a long 3 off and unable to get that to fall. It is going to be Dutchgirl basketball. Lainey Moss going to be passing it in here for the Dutchgirls.
New Haven coming right out with the full court press.
The girls have a good vibe tonight.
They do.
They really have a good vibe tonight. Some of these girls on the starting New Haven roster we saw in the JV game.
Oh, right between Piper's legs.
Ryerson got an aggressive foul there. She was trying to be aggressive. Really not maybe too early for that, I guess. You don't want to have a foul on that end of the court this early. But
I mean,
you never knock the aggressiveness from Cam Ryerson.
No, you can't. Cam Ryerson is 100% aggressive the entire game.
That's the motor that she plays with,
Yeah.
and you need players like that, and she does a great job.
Oh, absolutely. She just has to contain that aggression sometimes.
Yes.
Like 26 seconds into a basketball game, probably not the best time for your foul.
All right, Dutchgirls going to get the ball after the Shamrocks lost it out of bounds. Pass it in here to Colacio. They're doing sort of like a full court press, but not really. I don't know what the, if you're going to do it, I guess. But
Yeah.
just giving a little pressure in the backcourt.
They're also in the 2-3 zone as well. And I've hit on this before. Pass to beat a 2-3 zone, you have to get dribble penetration and then either kick it out or get a layup off of it. So
Kylie Reed long on the 3 ball there is going to get the ball back to these Lady Shamrocks as they bring it up the floor here with their point guard. It looks like 20 to me. It's 20-something. I didn't catch the last number.
23.
23, which is
Megan
Horskamp. Horskamp gets the bucket there. Let's get the first points on the board here.
Moss finding Ryerson. Top key 3, a little short. Good look, though.
See the Dutchgirls come up with 3s on the last 2 possessions down the floor, unable to get any points out of it as New Haven, number 2, drives.
Maisie Hook.
Gets the basket off the bank and draws the foul to try to complete a 3-point play here and give the Shamrocks a 5-0 lead.
And does.
Shamrocks had a lot of faith in her making that basket. Nobody down there for the rebound.
Piper Kelling heads up.
Piper Kelling does a lot of the work in the paint for these Dutch girls as Kylie Reed is off the mark on a three-point attempt. So 3 possessions down the floor, Dutch girls fire a three-pointer, come away with nothing.
Laney Moss with a block. I want to say it was either Laney or Cam who had that block.
I think that was Laney. Good defense. Ball stays with the Lady Shamrocks as they work it in here. Work it around the perimeter.
I think the Dutch girls moved to a 2-3 zone as well as Laney Moss forces that turnover.
A little transition here. Abby Q gets the shot off, and she gets the ball. Wow. The last game that we did last week where the Dutch girls took on Herman, Abby Q had a lot of valuable points down in that area.
Oh, absolutely, and kept the girls in the game for a long time.
Yes, she did.
Arid pass by New Haven. That's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go towards Owensville.
All right.
That was a good look by New Haven. Unfortunately, he got tipped, but that was the right play to do right there for sure. Cam Ryerson bringing it up. Oh, gets it poked away.
Oh,
and Cam Ryerson comes right back with the steal. Heads up play by Cam Ryerson just to turn around and get it. Oh.
Tried to force that one into Laney Moss, and it gets picked off. 23. Megan Horskamp brings the ball up the floor for the Shamrock. Gets that one poked away. Ryerson comes away with a steal. Ball back in the sure hands of Abby Colascio, point guard.
Laney Moss inside. Oh, Abby Q, long three. No good. Cam Ryerson a little late on the rebound attempt.
Dutch girls 0 for 4 from beyond the arc so far in the early going here. As far as size-wise, I don't feel like the Dutch girls are incredibly outmatched size.
I don't think so, not right now.
Dutch girls work the ball up the floor. Ryerson gets it poked away. Oh, she's going to get fouled.
You're going to get fouled.
By Horskamp. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Dutch girls will look to inbound it. Get the ball to Abby Q. She calls out the play. I think that she said Michigan.
She definitely did say Michigan. Abby Q finding Ryerson on the wing.
You know who played at Michigan?
Tom Brady.
Yep.
Laney Moss going to get called for a charge. Wow.
Huh.
I mean, I did.
Definitely some contact there.
She definitely was going in really hot. So.
Laney Moss, another Dutch girl on this team who is not afraid of contact for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And when you're playing basketball, you have to have that mentality.
Yeah, you can't shy away from it.
Moss and Ryerson both got to be a part of 2 really deep playoff runs for these Dutch girls, so they've gotten to feel what that experience is like as juniors now. And now they get to kind of be the leaders on the team.
Right.
As all their buddies graduated.
But that's the natural.
That looked like a trap.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, how can you spin that direction? I don't think you can.
Kylie Reed gets a 3 off. Bang! Oh, did Kylie Reed come and say anything to you, Brad?
No.
So Kylie definitely goes back and watches these.
Oh, God.
Because she thought it was hilarious that you were calling her Kaylee and that I corrected you. And she's like, I'm going to have to come up and talk to him. There's no A in there. I was like, you come up and you give him trouble anytime you want, Kylie.
Absolutely, Kylie.
Let him hear it.
Yeah. I love the criticism.
Uh-oh, 3 ball from New Haven, and they are long on that one. Dutch girls come away with a rebound. That's Abby Colascio. She pushes it up the floor and then tries to settle down when it gets tipped. Number 2, Macy Hook was the one who got the tip on it. Ball went right to her teammate, 20 to Olivia Gooney. And the Shamrocks are able to come away with an easy basket on that transition off the steal.
Cam Ryerson with a rip through, and it's good.
Great pass there from Abby Q. Pulls these Dutch girls to within 2.
That's good. There's no A in my name. That's fair. You know what? She's right.
Ryerson comes away with the rebound there. It is a unique spelling of Kylie, though. I don't know I've never seen C-Y-L-E-E. That is unique. I will give you that.
Skip pass to Kylie. That was a dangerous pass. Finding Piper Kelly down on the baseline. Back to Moss with a great move and a foul. She's going to go for 2.
Lane Moss gets to the line. Junior here at OHS. Also extremely involved in everything that happens here at OHS. A leader within her class for sure. She was one of the ones that were very dedicated working and came in over Christmas break to help with the homecoming wall. So always love to see students who are involved. She's definitely involved if she gets that first one to fall. Dutch Girls now pulled within 1, and Laney can tie it up here with this free throw. New Haven subbed in a few there. It looked like number 24 just came into the game, and that is Miss Chesney Jones. As Laney does not get it to fall, but Ryerson had good positioning there on the rebound and had it poked away from her. So great job on the Dutch Girls fighting for that offensive rebound.
We know that aggression we just talked about at the beginning of this quarter, that's where it comes into play.
Absolutely.
Great play by Ryerson.
And too many times we've been the ones that have gotten beat on those offensive rebounds, so it's great to be the benefactor of one.
Right. Ryerson drives in.
Now that one will go New Haven. Now, you know, if we could be the benefactor of a buzzer beater, because we've been on the bad end of some buzzer beaters, like the last 4 games that we've.
Let's not manifest that again.
Oh, I want to manifest a buzzer beater for us.
I mean, I'll manifest a buzzer beater for us. Yeah, absolutely.
See the Dutch Girls kind of moving there as a group in that zone.
Reed almost with the steal.
Oh, a friendly roll from the visiting squad.
Colacio bringing it up.
Push it up the floor. Ooh, finds a pass over there to Kylie, who
saved
a turnover there. Saved it, but easy bucket there for Olivia Gooney, sophomore.
That's one of those plays where
almost better if it just went out of bounds.
Almost better, but Ryerson all the way to the hole, no good. Kelling gets it in.
Piper Kelling, sophomore here at OHS. You're going to see that these girls have a lot of sophomores out on the floor right now. Oh, and a 3-ball. Horsecamp with a 3. Takes the Shamrock lead to 16 as the Dutch Girls are getting a little sloppy right here at the end of the quarter. Great effort by Q, but they're going to call her for a foul and send Horsecamp to the line to shoot 2 after she's drained a 3.
Yeah.
I would say the Dutch Girls have played very well in this first quarter, I think, but a little bit of sloppy play here in the last few possessions have led to 5 quick points for the Shamrocks, and now 6 and maybe 7 after this next free throw.
It's all on the as Shea Abernathy comes in for the first time tonight.
Little lack of ball control, really.
Lack of ball control. You know, they're rushing the press, and they really shouldn't. They just need to
slow down a little bit.
Slow down a little bit, and that's all what New Haven's trying to do.
It was a great feed down there to Shea Abernathy, not able to get a handle of it. And then here we go.
Whoa.
It's going to go Dutch Girl ball with 0.4 seconds left. It's going to take a prayer and a heave here. At the end of this first quarter, we will go ahead and show you the last highlight that we have. Let's take a look at it. And you'll get to hear the band play, so I'll take my headset off, and you can hear the OHS pep band. Piper Kelling with that bucket.
second quarter action. New Haven Shamrocks versus the Owensville Dutchgirls. And
Shamrocks.
a 3 by Horsecamp to start off.
So Horsecamp is definitely the person to stop here for these Lady Shamrocks, as she's already got a quick 9 points in this one, almost matching the Dutch girl scoring total by herself. She had a 3 there towards the end of the first quarter, and she came out and opened the second quarter up with another 3.
She's spotting up again, too. She's wanting it. Hook for 3. Well long. Saved. To Horsecamp. No good.
We're getting beat on the offensive board here. Shamrocks slow it down. Dutch girls are reeling here, hoping for a rebound. As the longer those offensive possessions go, the more exhausted you get.
Oh, absolutely. Laney Moss with a great defense.
I get a jump ball here.
I think that's Laney Moss.
It is.
I can't see through the softball.
You see
net.
Yes. Where we're at right now, you really have to watch our monitors, otherwise we can't really see.
Right.
That end of the floor anyways. Perfect view of this end of the floor.
Got to get it across.
Getting close. Oh. There we go.
Taking all those 8 seconds.
Schulte had great luck shooting in the
Kelly
first game.
Right underneath, and it's good.
Piper Kelling gets us on the board again. She scored the last 2 Dutch girl points, and she gets the next 2. As the Dutch girls now trail by 8, have got to keep chipping away at this lead. Oh.
Poked away by,
Hook loses it as she tries to drive in.
Kylie Reed with the poke away. I'm going to emphasize her name the entire time now.
Kylie works it over to Laney and back to Kylie.
Campbell Schulte, who's hot in the JV game, a little long. Moss comes up with a rebound. Kylie wanted that
down
3.
To Shea, who gets poked.
Oh, my gosh.
A lot of contact. You could tell she was frustrated there after that one. Kylie's going to pop a 3. Bang! Kylie with 2 threes in 2 quarters brings the Dutch girls to within 5. Great to see from a senior.
Absolutely.
You know, when everything's all said and done, things like that are things you remember, you know, from high school, from playing sports. Always love to see any of the students get to have some success out there.
Oh, Horsecamp gets her own offensive board and a new possession for the Shamrocks.
And one thing I will say about the Shamrocks, on offense and defense, they're not afraid of physicality.
No, absolutely not.
Travel on, number 1, Lydia Payne.
She got caught up.
Kind of drug that foot a little bit.
Well, no, ball touched the floor.
Okay.
That's also a travel.
I follow. All right, Moss looks to pass it in here, gets it to Abby Q, probably our most sure-handed dribbler. She goes ahead and gets it across half court, finds Cam Ryerson, who spots up for a jumper.
Beautiful.
And she says, I'll just take care of that from here. Dutch girls within 3.
There's on
a good 7-0 run right now.
Cam Ryerson just did a basketball IQ move that not a whole lot of people would do. Instead of taking the 3, she decided to actually poke that away. Instead of taking the 3, she decided to take a dribble and get about an 18-foot jumper instead of a 3-pointer. That was beautiful. That was a great move by Cam Ryerson. Bullet pass, and there's going to be a foul on the floor by the Dutch girls.
They're going to get Laney Moss there?
Yes.
I don't think Moss wanted that foul.
I don't think. You never want.
I don't think Coach Crammy wanted her to have that foul either, based on his hands on his head.
Yeah, you never want a foul. But Laney picks up her second of the night.
All those that are tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Oh, and a steal by
Kylie with a steal.
Kylie having
a
great game tonight, but she must have stepped right out of bounds. Walking the tightrope over there.
That's a fine line over there on that sideline.
All right. Shamrocks look to set up here. Dutch girls trail by just 3 now with about 4 minutes left to go. Ryerson's going to draw a foul there, but it's a hustle foul. She's trying to make a play. That is going to be her second.
Yep.
Which, that's no problem.
It's not too bad.
You're going to see Ryerson. She's on the floor a lot. You're going to see Moss on the floor a lot. You see Kelling out there a lot, too, it feels like. As though she is off the floor right now.
Yeah.
I don't know that Kylie Reed's really came off the floor much tonight either.
I don't think she.
Oh, charge.
That's going to be a charge. Kylie Reed putting the body on the line. And that's what a senior does.
All right, now they draw off that press. Had some Dutch Girls go on a 7-0 run. They just take the press away. Moss brings it across the floor, playing the point here.
Oh, tipped.
These Shamrocks are good at tipping passes. And like that's frustrating Shea because she's felt like she's been kind of got that all night. As you see the look on the Shamrock face there, she just as shocked as a person in the gym, I think.
Yeah.
Lots of contact,
yeah.
but the Shamrocks are definitely initiating a lot of contact.
Absolutely.
And they're getting, and not that they're getting away with it, but that's just the way the game is being played right now and officiated, and that's fine.
Moss inside.
Oh,
Good.
great jumper from her spot on the floor.
And just like that, the Dutch girls pull within one. A 9-0 run to start the second quarter.
All right. And
as Hook goes in. And
yeah, Hook answers and stops that run. So now the Dutch Girls got to start a new one.
Nah. Still a 9-2 run.
They're really getting up in Shea Abernathy's grill. And I don't know if that's
Moss
by
finds
design.
Ryerson, and she's going to get a foul.
Shooting foul is going to take her to the line for 2. Is it just me, or do you feel like they are playing Shea a bit more aggressively, maybe trying to force a mistake out of her, or
I think so.
I don't really know, but they're definitely playing more up on Shea than I feel like even the other players on the floor. I think Shea is definitely noticing it.
That's the well, we talked about the JV, playing well in the JV and then coming into the varsity game. You know, the coaches are watching the JV game, so they're going to know, okay, this person is a shooter, this person can do this. As Cam Ryerson misses 1 of 2 free throws, but they get the rebound and have a new possession.
Oh, and they find Moss down in traffic. She goes up and gets the bucket, and that's going to tie things up for the Dutch Girls here. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Dutch Girls scored 28 points in each of the first 2 meetings. They've got 22 already in this one.
Moss with the rebound. Great defense by Piper Kelling.
You know, this is definitely the one that New Haven wants to have as it's the conference
Cam
game.
Ryerson.
Oh! These Dutch Girls now have their own 3-point lead and are already about to surpass the mark they hit the last 2 times they played New Haven in tournaments this year. They've really come out this quarter in particular and have answered.
Piper Kelling standing straight up on defense. And she gets the board. Dutch girls slowing it down. Work it and finally. Ooh, Hook with the steal.
Hook will always bring you back.
As Hook was a little off on that last offensive possession, as the Dutch girls really slowed things down here in the last minute.
Oh, just out the outstretched fingertips there of Kylie Reed. She made a good attempt to go up and try to snag that one.
It's going to be timeout New Haven.
All right, Brad, we're going to try something during this halftime. During halftime, I'm going to go and I'm going to try to get some interviews here with some of these the band members, maybe some people in the stands. We'll take some walkie-talkies, get you guys an opportunity to see some of the faces here at OHS and hear from them.
We can do that.
I keyed Caden in on the plan. What are your thoughts on this highlighter thing? Do you think you could do some of that as well?
Highlighter thing?
Yeah. This is how we make our highlights.
Oh, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that. Not live. I can't do it live. You teach me off live, I got you.
Yeah.
And then maybe
It's relatively easy, but I don't want to make you nervous.
You're putting a lot of pressure on me right now.
Brad, it's only because I have all the faith in the world.
Hey, I am technologically challenged.
Well, we probably will not have highlights during halftime as we'll do some interviews, but we'll get some highlights at the end of the game for sure.
Kylie Reed with the poke. Laney Moss with active hands.
Oh, travel.
Travel by New Haven, give the ball back. Great defense by the Dutch girls.
All right, can the Dutch girls improve upon this lead? I'd love to see them go up by 6 into the half. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Abby Q picking up her dribbles. Someone's got to help.
We got a timeout here by
to the
Coach
Dutch
Crammy.
girls.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and start trimming up some of these here. We'll give you the most recent highlight, and I'll start trimming up some of these highlights. So maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get some highlights here. It's the Dutch girl cheerleaders. All right. If you're not doing anything tomorrow night, come out to the OHS gym as the Dutchmen will be taking on the New Haven Shamrocks as well. That's usually how they do these conference games. They do a lot of like back-to-back girls, boys, boys, girls, like that throughout the season. Once we get into conference play, it's kind of a good way to do it, I think.
Abby Q driving in. It's going to be a foul on New Haven. Inbound to Laney Moss to the senior, Kylie Reed. Up and over to the backboard.
Was it a 3?
It was a 3.
She's had some success with those so
She
far.
had some success. Keep on shooting, Kylie.
There you go. There you go. Hey, you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Yes, you can. New Haven with the jumper, no good. Ryerson coming down with the rebound. Dutch girls got 44 seconds. Let's see if they can give Tyler what he wants.
Oh!
Ryerson for 3!
You love to see it.
And Dutch girls have a 6-point lead. Let's see if they can hold on to it. Let's go into halftime.
No, let's just make it a little bit bigger.
What, you want 8?
Sure.
9?
Got to get a defensive stop here, though. Oh, and
There it
they
is.
are going to force a turnover.
You manifested it.
Wow.
Dutch girls with
I like it whenever it works out that way.
Campbell Schulte checking in for the senior Kylie Reed. Let's see what the Dutch girls do with 6 seconds left. Campbell Schulte for 3. Oh, in and out.
It's a good attempt. Great half there by the Dutch girls. Brad, I'll let you go ahead and give your little assessment of it. I'll go out and find some interviews real quick.
Sounds good. We're good. All right. First half assessments. Dutch girls, like Tyler said, towards the end of the first quarter, they looked a little sluggish. But then they came out on a 9-2 run that ultimately momentum shifted towards the Dutch girls.
You able to hear me?
Yes.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
2 lucky fans tonight
We can hear
have a
Dave
chance
too.
to walk out of here with something special, sponsored by McDonald's and First State Community Bank. Our fans of the game. Come on down, it's a race. Donna Robertson and Dylan Schulte.
So it's
Dylan, you're about to lose. There are hot prizes up here.
Tyler's about to go find some interviews, and it looks like we got a contest happening here at halftime during the girls' game here. But the Dutch girls came out on with a great second quarter, pretty much the entire 8 minutes. So they just need to build off of that and hopefully come away with a W tonight.
Oh, they're getting ready to play music.
Well, Tyler was going to interview a band member until they started playing music.
All right, I am here with Coach Dave. He runs the PA. He's seen more Dutch girls basketball. Is that on?
This is on.
Perfect. He's seen more Dutch girls basketball than anybody this year. What are you seeing tonight?
Hey, we got, first off, JV came out, crushed it, played really, really well, one of the best JV games. And right now, we're going into uncharted territories. I don't know if we've led going into the half. Like, if we have, it's only been a few. We got a 6-point lead tonight. 6-point lead, ladies. We're playing good.
Who stands out to you? I know Kylie Reed's hit a few threes. I know that Schulte and Abernathy played really good in that JV game. So far from what you've seen tonight, who's the standout?
Man, I don't know if I can pinpoint one person. I think it's a cumulative everybody together right now. They're really playing free. And like I'm over here, I can hear Coach Crammy saying, hey, we don't have to force it. And I feel like they're doing a good job. Unselfish basketball, not really forcing it into the paint, but when they are putting it in there, that defense is collapsing, kick out, really good, easy opportunities for shots. So Kylie Reed's hot shot on the outside, but Cam Ryerson's big jumpers on the inside. Lainey Moss was absent yesterday, but able to come back in off of a little sickness and knock down a couple there too. So she picked up 2 quick fouls. Got to watch that in the second half. But overall, I think they're all playing really well tonight. Really well.
All right, last question for you here. You take over some of the PA duties after the legendary Bruce Penites. What has it been like getting to do the PA Day announcing for the last 2 years now?
It's been wonderful. After my first one, I was really nervous. Actually, we only had half the mics on, or the speakers on, so it was a little nerve-wracking. But Dale's helped me out a bunch. Robin's helped me out a bunch, just saying, hey, be you, do you. Don't try to be, don't try to be Bruce, because there's no way you're going to be Bruce. Just be you. I had a lot of compliments from people saying, hey, we really like it when you announce. So all the compliments are reassuring, and I just try to be my best and come out here and ask the kids what they want to hear, what they like, and if they don't like something, I go away from it. If they do like it, I try to keep doing it. So it's so much fun to do it and to give back to everybody involved in basketball. Drive the bus for the girls, give them fist bumps every night, on and off the bus. It's just a blessing, and it always comes back on you, making you feel good about what you're doing.
Also, I don't think you touched on it, but you also you suit up in practice sometimes.
Yeah, I
give them another person.
Yeah, last night they had 9 because 2 people are out with injuries. Lainey went home sick, so I came in and played some defense, and it's fun trying to get the girls to break out of their zone. But I come in with a different energy than a lot of people, and I feel like that energy can kind of sometimes just get soaked up, and really get people going. So I try to bring my best out of it. And I don't know all basketball, but I try to give them what I do know and take what I hear from my wife coaching me up to help coach them up. So, yeah, it's a great time, though.
Well, thanks for your time, Coach.
Let's go, Dutch Girls.
The girls are lucky to have you.
Yeah, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are hungry, we do have a concession stand out in the commons. Feel free to go out there. We've got some good stuff. If you're thirsty like me, a Diet Dew is always nice.
All right, so I was able to round these guys up. You get to see them during the boys' basketball games, and Charlie and Cohen both. You see them a lot in the JV game. They've been playing really well. We've been giving you lots of compliments. I don't know if you see the broadcast at all, but you guys get to play New Haven tomorrow night here. What should the crowd expect?
Hopefully a win. Hey, something whooping. You know.
A butt whooping?
Yeah.
Okay, a butt whooping. Charlie, I want to say this. I've been really impressed recently with your ability to drive, and I feel like the last game you were able to get a lot more shots off. Is that something that you feel like you've been gaining confidence with over the season, or have you always had it and it's just coming out?
I feel like I've had it, but it's just coming out now. So.
Okay. And then Cohen, my buddy up here, Brad, he made a comment last home game. We weren't planning to do, I guess 2 home games ago, we weren't planning to do the JV game in the broadcast, but we ended up doing it, and he said he only came to see you shoot 3-pointers. So, the question is 3-point shooting like your main focus in practice, or is it just where you get the looks in the game?
That's where I try to perform the best at. I mean, when I drive, I usually turn the ball, but so I stick to shooting the 3. I usually falls, but some days it doesn't fall. Fall is good.
All right, and then we got Cohen is a junior. Charlie is a sophomore. Cohen, there's a lot of juniors in your class that play basketball, a lot of really good basketball players. What has it been like getting to play with them growing up? And then, obviously, you got a lot of big goals for this year, but next year when you're seniors, I'm sure the goals are really high. So can you speak to about your group that you get to play with a little bit?
Yeah, my group's special. We have 3 talented guards since day one. Been carrying the team. Fun to practice with. Make us better every day in practice. Gets a little heated sometimes, but it's all for fun. But yeah, it's a talented group.
And then Charlie, I have a feeling, and I've said it in the broadcast a lot. What's up, Wally? I said in the broadcast a lot. I think next year you're going to factor into the mix a lot with the ball handling that you bring to the team, and then also the scoring that we've been able to see, and overall just raw athleticism. How excited are you looking forward to getting on the varsity floor?
Pretty excited. It'll be like first varsity minutes technically, so I'll probably be happy about that.
Well, I'm going to turn it back up to you, Brad. Thank you guys for joining. They tried to run away from me at first, but you guys did a great job.
All right, thank you.
All right, folks. Now is Tyler's halftime interviews with Coach Dave, who's the PA announcer, as he stated, took over for the legendary Bruce Knights. And then Charlie Katzoff and Cohen Brooks, both Owensville Dutchmen, both play JV and varsity. And they'll be out to play tomorrow night against the New Haven Shamrocks tomorrow night here in Owensville. We got about a minute and a half, minute 50 before the second half kicks off for these Dutchgirls and Lady Shamrocks. And the commentary will come back at the start of the second half.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Somebody can help me out. I need some honest feedback here. Do you guys prefer highlights at halftime? What's more valuable to you, seeing the highlights from the first half or getting those halftime interviews with the people around the stands and here at the facility? So if you guys want to give me some feedback on that, would greatly appreciate it, and it will help shape what we do moving forward.
Heck yeah, Dutch girls coming out. Looks like they're moved away from the zone, back to man-to-man defense.
Interesting. I mean, I feel like if it wasn't broke, why are you fixing it?
All right, Piper Kelly comes down with a rebound.
They played great in the first half and hope to see that continue. Sound like Coach Dave. I don't know if you were able to hear everything, Brad?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sounds like Coach Dave was really excited with the way what he's seen tonight. Maybe
Palacio
falls. Bucket. Maybe a big step in the right direction for these Dutch girls so far.
Oh, Piper Kelly got backdoored. She's going to pick up her second foul.
Send the Lady Shamrocks to the line here for 2.
That was always my favorite cut playing basketball. It's the backdoor cut.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Seems like a lot of those lead to, like, reverse layups.
they do. Oh, yeah. And it falls for, I'm just going to say her first name, Olivia. I'm not going to butcher her last name. I'm sorry. Anyone from New Haven.
What number?
22.
Oh, I think it's Goonie. That's what I've been calling her.
Okay.
She gets both of them to fall.
She does. Great free throw shooting. I'll just stick with Olivia.
Okay. Dutch girls came into the half leading by 6, and they got the first bucket, so they still lead by 6. Moss is going to be called for a travel there. Dutch girls need to avoid those costly turnovers. Always come away with a shot. That's a good recipe for success.
Yeah, the points off turnovers is that's a crucial stat.
Crippling. You can't make the shots you don't take, so coming away with a shot's a pretty big deal.
Hook.
Oh, a tip.
Piper Kelly with a block.
Very late. Oh, my gosh. Wally, come on, man. You're killing me. So they're going to get the foul call. It's going to send the Lady Shamrocks to the line for 3 free throws. Definitely a late call, but it was the call that was made. I actually do agree with the call. I think it was just a little slow on the trigger. So a good call, Wally.
Fair.
And the Lady Shamrocks are not going to make the first one, but they got 2 more here. Try to pull a little closer. Make the second one. Is it going to be 33% or 67%? It's 67%, and she goes 2 of 3 from the line. 67, that'll pass you high school.
Yes, it will.
Probably not where you want to be, but
No.
it'll pass.
Cam Ryerson hook is all over her.
Oh,
Finding
wide
the
open
senior.
3 for Kylie. Oh,
good.
just off the mark. Great. Oh, man, I thought Laney was going to come away with that rebound
So
for
did
a
I.
second, but
Backdoor cut by Horsecamp. Laney Moss going to get charged with another foul. That's her third. So you got Piper Kelly with 3, Laney Moss with 3.
a Dutch girl lead going into half is starting to dwindle. They are still ahead by 4. Like we said, came in ahead by 6.
Horsecamp, first one good.
Horsecamp seems to be probably the best scorer on this Lady Shamrock team as she leads the team in scoring with 9 points now. And she's unable to register her 10th on that free throw attempt. Leaves the Dutch girls up by 3. Palacio slowly brings it up the floor. Back to Q. Back to Q. I was hoping I was going to say it again.
Back to Q. Back to Q.
Oh, gosh. Man, if Kylie were like 3 inches taller, she would have saved like 4 balls from going out of bounds.
Yeah.
It seems like they keep throwing just a little too tall for Kylie.
That's the risk you take because that's a skip pass. That's the risk you take by doing that.
Now, I've heard you call that a skip pass in games past. Why is it a skip pass? It doesn't skip across the ground. It goes straight to him.
You're skipping.
Oh, a player in between.
You're skipping a player.
Oh, interesting. The first time you said that, I thought you just misspoke. I didn't realize that's what it was actually
no,
called.
it's definitely a skip pass.
When I thought of skip, I thought like,
because
a bounce pass, I guess.
You got Abby Q in the center. You got Kylie and Cam on both wings. So
you're skipping one of your.
You're skipping the center with Reed for 3.
Good! Oh! Kylie now with at least 3 threes. Yeah, it is 3 threes. She got 9 points all off threes so far this game. She just hit a 3 in every quarter. That's a hat trick, ladies and gentlemen. What do they call it? The golden sombrero when you strike out 4 times in a game. Maybe she's going to get a 4th 3 in the 4th quarter. We'll see. Oh, blocked there by Kelling.
Block.
Great defense, being able to go straight up and not reach in.
Abby Q goes all the way in. Saved by Piper. She drives in. Cam with an offensive board and a foul.
It's going to send Lady Dutch Girls here to the line for Cam Ryerson. That was a good save down there by Piper Kelling. It looked like it was going out of bounds. She was able to dig it out and get it back to Q, who had a good drive, unable to finish, but Ryerson was able to come away with the offensive rebound.
Oh, Cam off on the first, yeah.
She went right back up with it, which is what you want to see. Draws the foul. Unable to get the first shot to go. Hopeful to get the second here. Again, I remind you, the Dutch Girls have played these Lady Shamrocks twice this year, lost both games, and in each game they scored 28 points. Well, they've already surpassed that scoring total, and they're up by 6.
Piper Kelling got her hands in there.
Good
again
block by Kelling.
So with the Shamrocks are playing tough, gritty defense right now. Dutch Girls has got to wait it out, and an offensive possession will come into play just like that. Cam Ryerson.
Cam Ryerson with the mid-range J for at least the second time tonight. But she's got 13 points on the night.
Cam Ryerson's got 13 points. She's leading this team tonight.
She's playing very well.
Laney Moss with a poke.
Ryerson comes away with a rebound.
Third shot.
Ryerson, one of those players, too, with the success happens, it seems like her confidence just grows as Goonie picks that one off, unable to finish the layup. Dutch Girls come away with the rebound.
Finds Piper Kelling by herself, and it's good. Timeout, New Haven.
Piper gets that cherry-picked bucket as New Haven could not get back in transition quick enough. And we'll go ahead and show you that one. So this all started on a steal with an inability to finish the layup by Goonie. And then New Haven didn't get back in time, and Kelling was still down the floor, gets an easy bucket there for the Dutch Girls. Increases this to the biggest lead I think we've seen the Dutch Girls have all season, as the Dutch Girls now lead by 10.
I hit on it going into halftime. Dutch Girls, you said it at the end of the first quarter. Dutch Girls looked sluggish, looked tired. But then they came out and had a 9-2 run.
Right.
That it basically took up the entire second quarter. And they've only given up 5 points so far in the second half.
And what's even crazier to think about is, Brad, if I remember correctly, I think they went into the second quarter down 17-10.
Yes.
Which means since the first quarter, they've been on a 27-10 run.
Correct.
So they came out a different team in that second
absolutely.
quarter.
But that's, Coach Crammy is doing his job and finding a weakness in the New Haven defense, and he's exploiting it.
Right.
To a point. New Haven is obviously playing really gritty defense. They've been playing it the entire night.
Yeah, it's definitely not a lack of hustle on New Haven's part.
No, absolutely
and
not.
It's not because they're shying away from phillicality, because I would say that New Haven is doing a good job of initiating that physicality, even more so than the Dutch Girls.
Well,
but it hasn't really phased the Dutch Girls too much.
No. And I told, and on one of the last possessions the Dutch Girls had, take what the defense is given to you, and be patient, and something good offensively will come out of it.
Q comes down with the rebound there. No, that was Lainey Moss, and she gives it over to Q. Both have long ponytails, so I got confused for a moment.
Yeah. Finds Ryerson in the middle, who finds
Good passing by the Dutch girls. Kylie Reed gets a three off, but it's just a little long. So you've talked a lot about how to beat a zone. There they worked it down to Kelling, and Kelling kicked it back out to Kylie. Kylie had a wide open shot because they collapsed.
Because where Piper was at, she was on the baseline right underneath the basket. That's good spacing by Piper Kelling, because all they have Piper Kelling doing right now is running that baseline. Cam Ryerson for three, no good.
A little off the mark.
Piper Kelling is running that baseline offensively for the Dutch girls. And
Goonie kicks it back out.
Her teammates just had to keep an eye out for her, because she is going to be open on that baseline. That's what Coach Crammy is doing.
Great bucket there by Lydia Payne, as the Shamrocks have gone a little 4-0 run of their own here to pull back within 6. Can the Dutch girls answer on this possession?
Laney's got to watch her pivot foot. Another skip pass. Those skip passes are dangerous.
So they're dangerous. What's the benefit?
Catches the defense off guard on a 2-3 zone. They can't close out in time. And either one, you can get a 3-point shot attempt, or corner three by New Haven, no good. 3-point shot attempt, or a potential drive and dish or drive to the bucket kind of basket.
Okay.
Play. So it can pan out, but it's a very risky play. Highly do not recommend.
So you're not a big fan of the skip pass?
I'm not a big fan of the skip pass. I'm more of the drive.
Drive and kick?
Drive, get the defense to sink in on you, pass it out, or if the bottom of the 2-3 zone helps up, it's on your center to make the right call and get into position for an easy layup.
Okay.
That's the more preferred method in Coach
Smith's eyes?
Coach Smith's eyes. Cam Ryerson, another rebound. She's got to be
close to a double-double.
Yeah, got to be getting close.
Don't see a ton of double-doubles registered in girls basketball, especially.
Not in girls, no.
Just not usually as much scoring.
Loose ball came up with it by Shea Abernathy, who finds the senior.
Reed thought about popping it there for
did.
a second. You could see it in her approach.
See? There's Lainey Moss on the baseline.
Reverse layup, it gets it
Good.
to go!
So Coach Cramley took Piper Kelly out. Lainey Moss is now running the baseline, and that's exactly what you're going to get if you run that baseline.
Interesting. Gritty effort tonight by the Dutch girls.
Oh, absolutely.
A good pass there.
Abernathy on the court, going after the loose ball. Timeout, Dutch girls. Wow.
Grammy was ready for that one. 11.7 seconds left. Dutch girls are going to get one more possession in this quarter before we send it to the fourth quarter.
Shea Abernathy going to have a nice court burn after that one.
Yeah, you can't knock the effort there. The effort was definitely huge there.
Oh, watch yourself.
Almost hit the floor there.
You got to give the both Dutch girls and Lady Shamrocks their flowers tonight. Both teams have came out really gritty defense. Offensively, both teams have been really successful on what they're trying to do. And it's been a great 3 quarters of basketball. Can't wait for the last 8 minutes.
Yeah.
See what Coach Crammy drew up for his girls with 11 seconds left.
All right.
Abby Q driving
One of those
in,
things.
finds Kylie.
Oh.
That's
Felt like a lot of contact there on that rebound. Good effort. Got some net on that full court shot, but got the bottom of the net.
Maisie Hook.
Yeah.
Great effort. Wow. All right, 3
All
quarters
right.
down. 8-point lead for the Dutch girls. 8 minutes
All
to
right.
go.
And here comes the new tradition at OHS. Hey, baby.
All right, as Tyler said, that was our new fourth quarter tradition. The school sings "Hey Baby." We lost the school board cam. Tyler's working on that right now. We will get that back up as soon as possible. But until that point, I will let you know what's going on, score-wise at least. Campbell Schulte finds Cam Ryerson, who draws a foul and will go to the line for 2 free throws. Cam Ryerson hits the first of 2. And hits the second. 2 for 2 for Cam Ryerson. As the Shamrocks, Cam got a little bit behind there, but we're good. Shamrocks bring it up. Maisie Hook. Dutchgirls moved right back to their 2-3 zone. Picked off. Campbell Schulte finding Abby Colacio. Reed. Ryerson skip pass to Campbell Schulte for 3. Good! Campbell Schulte. Campbell Schulte, great 3-point, gives the Dutchgirls a 10-point lead. Long rebound by Cam Ryerson. Dutchgirls bring it up, and our scoreboard is back. I hit it already, brother. Oh, yeah. Kylie Reed, free throw line jumper, good. Timeout, Shamrocks. Yeah, I hit that Campbell Schulte 3-pointer replay. I almost pressed the wrong button, but I saw a replay and I was like, hit it. Dutchgirls coming out hot on the fourth quarter. Campbell Schulte 3, Kylie Reed, free throw line jumper. That is exactly what the doctor ordered to give the Dutchgirls a 15-point lead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and so is the action.
And so is the scoreboard. Yay!
Yes. I made my way over there to get it, and I have to say my new favorite JV Dutch girl basketball player is Kinley Tronson. She gave me a hot dog.
Shout out.
I don't know how they got so many
Shout
hot
out.
dogs, but she had a bunch of hot dogs. She's like, you want one? And I was like, I guess.
Dutch girls in their 2-3 zone. Hook with a jumper, no good. Campbell Schulte.
I can't reiterate enough, too, guys. This is a Dutch girls team that lost to the Shamrocks twice already this season, only put up 28 points each game. Now they lead by 15.
Right.
And
They're
they're darn near doubling their entire offensive output in those games.
Dutch girls 2-3 zone here has proven. Cam Ryerson with another rebound. Got to be getting close to a double-double now.
Yeah, I'm going to bet she's already got it.
Yeah, if she doesn't already have it.
5:40 remaining here, and it's going to start getting really tough
Oh, miscommunication by Shea and Kylie.
for these Shamrocks unless they start getting some shots to fall.
The Dutch girls 2-3 zone in the fourth quarter alone has been tough. They've been playing really tough in that zone. Oh, Abernathy
no.
going to get called for a foul.
Well, Adam, is the score cam working again for you now? I think it's working on our end. Appreciate the message, though. Those are the kinds of things that we need to know when it seems like things are not working. So,
Olivia Aguni shaken up after that three-point attempt.
did she land it in the
I think she landed.
or
I
something?
think she landed on her hip,
Ooh, okay.
kind of like a
She looks like she's a little bit ginger
yeah,
there.
Yeah, she's
to say the least.
favoring that right hip.
She gets the first one to fall. Two more left here.
Adam Mins, thank you for letting us know that it's back and working.
All right, this is exactly what the Shamrocks needed. Anytime they can come down the floor and come away with 3 points, which if they hit this free throw, they did.
Yeah.
That's the chunk that they need each
big.
time. That's huge. It's definitely not out of reach by any means. There's still 5.5 minutes left. Unable to get that, but they
Cam Ryerson again with a rebound. Wow. We talked about her aggressiveness at the start of this evening. You can't take anything away from her. And she cuts!
Oh, and she gets a bucket! That erases the
Damn,
2 free
Ryerson.
throws by the Shamrocks. Dutch girls maintain that 15-point lead. Each bucket the Dutch girls make at this point just lowers those odds for these Shamrocks immensely.
Piper Kelly with great defense. Moss coming up with a defensive board.
Maybe a little bit of a trying to draw a foul attempt
Yeah,
there.
just a little bit.
Refs did not bite.
The refs are letting them play, I will say that. Timeout, Dutch girls.
I want to applaud Coach Crane. I think he's done a great job on his usage of timeouts.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's been, whenever his girls need it,
Yeah.
he's been able to be quicker enough on the trigger to be able to give it to them, which is great.
Well, I think
It's probably helped us several possessions.
The last 3 timeouts he's called, they've been in situations to where we needed a timeout. Like that
Right.
one. Like his senior and Reed picked up the basketball, no one around her, and he saw that she was about to make probably a bad pass, and he decided to save it and say, hey, let's restart this and go again. It's all about getting his girls on the same page and making it work.
Right.
So,
Shout out to the OHS band being here tonight. I always love to see their energy whenever they're doing pep band. They're as excited and as into it as anybody in the gymnasium.
well, we got a kid on some shoulders over here.
Yeah, dancing.
Oh yeah.
We don't have a shot of that right now, but yeah, the band is always alive.
right, let's see what Coach Crammy drew up for his girls out of that timeout. Or if it's just going to be a simple, let's get the ball in kind of deal, and it is. One of the team leads in Camera. Abby Q thinking about the next step. Gives the ball right back to the Shamrocks. New Haven still down 15 with just under 4.5 to go in the game. Piper Kelly doing a great job defensively down low. Big three, no good. Wow. Cam Ryerson again coming up with a rebound. Finds Abby Q.
It'd be fun to see the scorebook after this one.
Oh, absolutely. Abby Q loses the handle.
New Haven wanted a foul there, too, unable to get it. Kelling's got it at the top of the key, which is normally where she's not at.
Yeah, you don't see Piper Kelly top of the key.
She does shoot a wing three occasionally, though.
She does.
Ball's poked away by New Haven, but right into the hands of Kylie Reed. And then New Haven does come up with that one.
Lainey Moss.
Glad to see number 2 there get up. She kind of looked like she fell a little bit awkward there. It's always a scary thing to see in basketball as Lydia Payne is able to get that one to fall.
Cuts the Dutch girl lead to 13 with just over 3 to go. Cam Ryerson on the wing. Oh, Kylie was wide open. Couldn't get it to her.
Payne works the ball down, dishes it back off to Hook.
I think you are right. I think Hook is, she's limping just a little bit.
She's favoring that leg just a little bit. Dutch girls are totally fine with taking a little slow here and burning a little more clock.
The Shamrocks got out of that zone, and now they're playing man-to-man as Lady Moss draws a foul.
Gonna send.
No, it was on the floor.
The Dutch girls to inbound the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, not shooting free throws, bud. Close, though.
Oh, tried to work it into Piper Kelly in there, but good defense by the Shamrocks as they poke it away out of bounds. Kelling and Qualaccio did a great job at the DECA competitions as their team event. They moved on to the state
Now Lady Moss is going to go to the free throw line.
And that one's going to send Lane Moss to the free throw line. I was just in a different timeline, you know. I knew it was coming.
Oh.
I just didn't. I was off on the time.
Oh, okay. We must have read the wrong scripts then.
Right, yeah. The scripts they gave us for the game just were off a little bit.
Yeah, that's it. Lady Moss hits 1 of 2.
2:21 left in this one as the Dutch girls now lead by 14.
Oh, off.
Like he's going to get her own rebound. And then she is going to get fouled. And Macy Hook is frustrated with that call. Dutch girls are already getting close to the bonus as the Shamrocks have 4 fouls this quarter already.
Finds Kylie Reed. Lainey Moss gets the handoff as Abby Q finds it in her hands, the most sure-handed handler the Dutch girls have. Kylie with a great cut. Oh, got picked away. And Kylie's going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, she was going down and she just reached to try to grab.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It was a great feed, though, on the pass.
Oh, absolutely. It was a great
just
pass.
Unable to
That's not the first
control
time.
it.
That's not the first time she's done that either.
Yeah.
But that's the first time that they saw her actually cutting. So it was a great pass to it. Payne, a little short, and Cam Ryerson comes up with a rebound.
Yeah, this would be a fun one to know. I'm thinking definitely a double-double.
Oh, absolutely.
Cam with 17 points on the night, and
We're gonna
I'm going to guess 14 rebounds now.
I'm going to say at least 15. Kylie Reed! Wow. Great pass.
All right. See the OHS band up here. I don't know if they're going to play during this timeout or not, but they are on the video board, so you'll probably see some waves.
Yep.
I knew the band would get hyped to be on. So the reason they're doing this is because they see themselves on the video board, which makes them very excited.
Oh, yeah.
It's making its way down. I don't know what that is. That like the 6-7 thing?
That's the 6-7 thing.
Okay, okay. Lots of excitement. Lots of excitement. Lots of excitement. All right. All right. All right. Back to the game.
What was that, Matthew McConaughey? All right, all right, all right, all right.
And Caden Eli has done a great job on the cameras for us tonight, as that we have reached the final minute and 20 seconds.
Wow!
Lady Shamrocks were able to hit a three there.
Chesney Jones hits a three. Immediately into the first minutes of the game, hitting the three. Laney Moss handing it off to Cam Ryerson. The Dutch girls are just going to play. Essentially, they're going to play keep away here.
Has to be a good feeling for those Dutch girls.
Oh, absolutely. Both credit where credit's due. Both teams came out and played great basketball tonight.
I'll go ahead and start trying to whip up some highlights here as we're getting to the end of this one. I don't know that I'll get all of them, but I'll definitely get some highlights thrown up on the screen for you guys, hopefully. And then I'll try to get an interview here on the floor.
Try to get some interviews. New Haven not going away. They're going to play defense to the end.
You know, respect.
Absolutely.
All right, Brad, I will.
That is the game.
I will head down. Where's the walk?
All right, Tyler's going to head down and try to do a player interview for the Dutch girls. Stand by, and then we will do the end-game recap and call it a night here from OHS. All right, so it's going to be just a minute for Tyler to bring out one of the Dutch girls from the basketball game tonight. But Dutch girls came out and had a decent first quarter. But as Tyler pointed out way early on, we both said that they came out a little sluggish there the entire first quarter. And that changed drastically. The second, third, and fourth quarter was all controlled by the Dutch girls. Their defense, they made plays. Offensively, they just let the offense flow. And they saw the cuts, the back doors, the slide throughs. They kind of went away from the skip passing as well throughout the second half. They still had some. They cut down on the turnovers, and turnovers are, gosh dang, yeah, turnovers kill you. And they didn't have as many turnovers tonight in the second half than they did in the first half, which is a good positive for these girls. Kylie Reed had a great night shooting. Cam Ryerson rebounded the ball great, and she had also a great night shooting. Lady Moss, really gritty down there on the defensive end and offensive side. I know Campbell Schulte came in. She hit a three. Shay Abernathy also came in, and her presence was felt on that court. She left a couple skin cells on the court, diving after loose balls and everything. So, Dutch girls definitely put in a great effort tonight. Man, I don't know what else to talk about, guys. Well, what were they? 3-15? 5-15. Hold on. Let's get back to it. 3-17. So after tonight, Dutch girls improved to 4-17. Their next game is going to be at home on the 16th against Pacific, which I'm sure we will potentially broadcast that. That'll be on Monday, I believe. Yeah, President's Day on the 16th against Pacific. And then they go back-to-back away games at Union and Sullivan, and then end their regular season at home against North County on the 26th. That is the remaining schedule for the Dutch girls. As Tyler pointed out also, and I've said it tonight as well, the Dutch men are playing New Haven again as well tomorrow. That's tip-off, probably JV, probably going to be around 5:30. We're not going to broadcast that one, unfortunately. But if you can't, if you can make it up to the high school, come on out. Then the Dutchmen's remaining schedule is Pacific at home on this.
Okay.
All right, I am here with Miss Cam Ryerson Jr. Man, that one had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it really did. It very much did.
So you guys have played New Haven twice this year. Both of those games you came away with a loss, and you scored 28 points. You guys almost doubled your
28 points tonight?
No,
Oh,
as
I
a
was
team
like,
in the last two
that's
games.
wrong.
As a team in the last two games, you guys scored 28 points, and tonight as a team, you guys almost doubled that. What was different about tonight?
I think we came into it with a better mentality tonight. I also think we wanted it more since we had those two losses, which shouldn't have been how it was, but we played freaking great. I think we were draining our shots. I know everyone definitely had a better attitude, and I think our bench was very much involved too, so I think that all played a part.
Tonight had to be one of the highest. Take 5 steps forward. Tonight had to be one of your highest scoring outputs. I think you had 17 points on the night. And by our count, we believe you had a double-double because you were working really hard off the rebounds too. What was working well for you tonight? And when you get in that groove, what does that feel like?
I don't know if we ran more in practice or something, but it felt a lot slower tonight. Like, our game just felt slowed down, and hopefully that was our offense too, because that's kind of our goal, is to slow it down, which that's been what we've been trying to do all year. So I think, like, if that's what caused the slowness in the game, I think that helped tremendously. So, like, I didn't feel as rushed on everything. And with my rebounds, man, it was just get the ball. It was just, I try to do that every game. It was just get the ball.
One of the things that we've noticed in all the games that we've called for you so far this season is that you are 100 miles an hour. Remind me a lot of like Bryn Wright, those girls from the past. Where do you find the motor to keep going, and how do you find the aggressiveness?
Like, energy-wise, my motor, it really is just a want. It's like even whenever I'm hurt and you got to keep pushing. Like, I always am trying to strive for better. Like, even if I'm tired next game, like, the game after that, I'm trying to go harder. Like, each game, I'm just trying to get better and better. Or each practice, I'm trying to run faster and faster, like, and last longer. And if I keep, it's really just a mindset. So, like, just say you're not tired. You're not tired. You're just not. You just keep going.
Okay, and then the last question. Obviously, last 2 years, you guys have had phenomenal teams. A lot of those girls graduate, though, and now you and Lainey Moss bring a lot of that experience along with Kylie of getting to go on those runs the last 2 years, and you're a leader on this team now. What has it been like being in a completely different role this year as opposed to the last 2 years?
I will say, I think it's been a lot harder to, like, change from going on state runs to a team that I'm not used to playing with. I think we're very underclassmen heavy, and I'm not as used to playing with them as I was the upperclassmen.
Right.
I think everyone has really good minutes, so I think the more we play together, the better we get. So as a leader, I just try to bring everyone together and, like, keep our mentality as, like, we are in this together. Like, we have to keep pushing and keep going.
Well, I think you guys are doing a great job of that. Congratulations on a good win tonight and an outstanding performance.
Thank you.
Perfect. We'll be right back, Brad.
And that was Tyler Ehring with, I'll go ahead and say it, the MVP of the game. And he's going to bring out Coach Crammy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the head coach of the Dutchgirls basketball team, Mr. Matt Crammy. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That one had to feel pretty good coming in against a conference team that had beaten you in tournaments twice already this year. What was different about the team tonight?
I think we were able to play for 4 quarters. You know,
there you go.
We were able to play for 4 quarters. The first couple games we played them, you know, we can come out, we can play for a half, we can play for 3 quarters, but we can never put it together for 4 quarters. And tonight I felt like we did that. I also feel that we played really well as a team tonight. We were very unselfish. We were looking for the open person on the floor, no matter who it was, and we finished.
Yes.
You know, that was a huge thing for us too. We knocked down some threes, give the girls some confidence, you know, to be able to shoot it again. You know, having that confidence and knocking down your first couple shots was a game changer in the game.
We talked about it in the broadcast quite a lot. In the first quarter, I believe the first quarter ended with New Haven up 17-10, and then you guys went on like a 28-10 run after that. What changed after that first quarter to get settled in the second quarter?
You know, we always come out with a few jitters. Even in that second quarter when we started, they banked that 3 and went up 20-10 on us. You know? And we stayed positive, you know. It's easy to get down on yourself whenever you're down 10, you know.
Right.
You start thinking, especially this season, we haven't had the best season or the best season we've wanted to. You know? So when things start going bad, they can snowball. You know, tonight we kept positive. We had a great crowd behind us for once. That really helped, you know. The crowd played a huge part in the way our girls played tonight as well. But I think it was just an overall team effort and knowing that we can hang with these girls. Like I said, we've seen them this was our 3rd time we've seen them, you know, and for them to come out the last 2 times we felt like we should have beat them, and we didn't. And so tonight, they weren't going to lose on their home court, you know.
Absolutely. They showed that. Brad made a comment in the second half of the broadcast. You had a lot of times where you called timeout at a really key point where you helped your girls out because they were getting in some trouble with a double team, or it looked like it was about to be a turnover. This is your first year coaching. What has that journey been like for you, and how would you basically describe that?
Oh, I mean, it's been a tremendous learning experience for me. I've coached booster ball and some middle school ball, but this is the first time on what I consider the big leagues for me.
Right.
This is definitely the big stage for me, and I attribute a lot of that to Coach Kopelman. I mean, she's been around a while. She's seen it. We talk a lot through text messages, even off the court after practice. We spend a lot of time talking and chatting. I reached out to Coach Van Leer. Cullen a lot, and he's always been willing to help me. Any plays, any questions I've had, about different things, he's been willing to step in and offer his advice and help me. Even though I feel like the old guy because I'm old compared to some of these guys, Cullen's more experienced than I am. He knows the game. I respect him tremendously, and I value his opinion. He's not going to steer me the wrong way, So I'm trying to kind of learn on myself and take everybody else's advice and take pieces here and there that are going to work for us girls, or the girls, and go with it. Sometimes it's just instinct, from back playing, as far as calling a timeout and stuff, you don't even think about it, you just do it.
Right.
So that some of that is instinct from past days playing and coaching, but I attribute a lot to the staff I have around me. I mean, even the new AD, Zach, came out and gave advice or helped with different things, Owensville's a great place to coach at, great place to work for. We got a lot of people around you that build the relationships and are willing to help you out. And, I'm still young. I'm going to make mistakes. By no means, I'm not perfect. But I think we got a good group around us that's going to help us build, and we're moving in the right direction. So I give a lot of that credit to the OMS or OHS staff. So.
All right, I got a couple questions for you here, and we'll wrap it up. Okay. Obviously the Dutch girls come off of, some really great seasons of deep runs, and those girls graduate. So coming into the year, it's a whole different cast of characters. And I was just talking with Cam about it. I feel like, Cam, Lainey, Kylie, those girls have really done a great job of leading the squad. And tonight I really felt that there was a turning point. It felt like the girls, they found that confidence, and they found that they could play with each other. What has that been like for you? Because obviously, Cam said herself, playing with the teams the last few years, but it's not the same cast of characters.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I've had that conversation with all three of them. Lainey always makes the comment, she started last year, over half the season with them, and that. And she said, Coach, I never had to score last year.
Right.
She said, I just was setting screens and doing the defensive thing. She said, we had enough people to score that I didn't have to worry about it.
Right.
This year.
Roles change.
She's got to score, And it's been a change for them. I think they're stepping into their roles well. Kylie, the only senior on the team, we're looking at for her for some leadership and stuff. Cam and Lainey as well coming in. Those three other experience, they're going to help these younger girls out.
Absolutely.
Some of the girls that are freshmen and even sophomores, they got to figure out how to win as well. Just like the varsity this year, we've got to figure out how to win games. So winning these key games or winning these little games and stuff will help us in the long run. Get that confidence that we can come back from a 10-point deficit and win.
Right.
That's huge in the confidence, especially as we get later into the season. We're just now getting into our conference season.
Right. Yeah. That's how you finish the year.
Yeah, and that's huge. We got picked last in the conference this year.
You're not going to finish last.
No, and I did the same thing. I told the girls, use that for fuel. We beat a district team this year. We're not going to get seeded last in districts this year. And the small wins, but they're still wins.
Yeah.
And the girls are figuring out their place. I'm not worried about them finishing at the basket. It's going to come.
And the last question here for you, I ask this question a lot to athletes, and I don't actually get to do many coach interviews, so this is actually pretty fun for me. But the question is, to any parents of, youth basketball players or any youth basketball players who might see this themselves, what would you say as the head Dutch girls basketball coach to encourage them to stick with it and to see it out and play when they get into high school?
Just look at the tradition we have. and starting young helps tremendously getting through the years. I mean, you take the last 2 years, those girls that went to state and won districts last year.
There's a reason why.
Yeah, the parents had them playing year round.
Right.
They were committed. They played year round, and I think a big key too was they played together.
Right. They stayed together throughout the whole process.
Exactly. Even in the summer ball, yeah, we had a few that went here and there for different things, but they still came together and played. They had that chemistry together.
Right.
And I think that is a huge part of anything, especially girls. When you talk
Yeah.
about girls sports and girls basketball, it's got to be the chemistry there. As far as bringing in these kids that have been playing forever, they know when they're going to cut. They know
Right.
when they're not going to cut. That's not something that you just learn
You
by
can't
walking.
coach that, yeah.
And walking on the court, you're not going to know that unless you played together numerous times, And I've already been talking to Mr. Miller about summer stuff, getting into some leagues, even with the younger kids and stuff, using all of our contact days we can with these kids, get them in the gym, get them in these camps, Yeah, we're going to have an Owensville camp, but that's not the only camp around.
Right.
Go these other places, play with these other kids, Don't get out of your comfort zone.
Right.
Don't stay in your comfort zone to where you're just used to playing with these kids only, and they're not going to make you better.
Right.
They can,
Right.
but go out and play some as tougher competition. Even if you get beat, it's still going to make you better and make you better as a team.
Right.
So for me, it is keep them active, keep them going year round, and the support of the parents from a coaching standpoint is, again, keep it positive. Keep it positive the whole time, We try and keep it positive on the court, but if they go home and are hearing a bunch of negatives, that isn't going to
Kind of negates it.
Yeah, that is not going to help things in the long run, So I just ask, especially around kids or around the athletes, keep it positive around them. If you have a problem, I'll be more than happy to talk, or any of the coaches would be more than happy to talk to you, but keep it positive around the kids. So, but just get out and play.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Absolutely.
So, sorry, I'm long-winded.
No, you're good. Good luck and congrats tonight. Good luck the rest of the way out against the conference teams.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks. Back to you, Brad.
All right, and Tyler just ended up his. Yeah, we're still live, Coach. As Tyler ended his interviews with Cam Ryerson, the MVP of tonight's game, in our opinion, and Coach Crammy, with great words. And I'm going to see if Tyler wants to end the broadcast here or if he wants to say his few words of beautiful wisdom before we call it a night here at OHS. He wants to talk.
I'm just happy that you called it beautiful wisdom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are closing this place down. Huge thanks to Brad on the commentary tonight. Huge thanks to Kate and Eli on the cams tonight, and huge thanks to you guys for tuning in. We hope you guys enjoyed the Dutch Girl victory. Come out to OHS Gym tomorrow night for the Dutch men taking on the New Haven Shamrocks. We will not have a live broadcast of tomorrow night's game, so you'll have to come out here in person. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.